Sign up for first membership, please, so I can eat.
If we get a close up on Jack's face, you'll notice that he's clipped his lapel mic to his
Oh, that's still there, huh?
If we can use that audio, I'll be blown away. That's awesome.
To get good audio. There you go.
I mean, the mic itself is clear of the hair.
Someone make out with him and see what it sounds like.
All right.
Jeremy's already made out with one achievement.
Sacrificial lamb.
It's true.
Jeremy, if you had to make out with a different achievement hunter who wasn't Matt, who would it be?
Trevor.
Oh,
He's the best looking one.
I'm taking main six,
Oh, wow, that's tough.
not including yourself.
In like a mirror situation?
What does make
No,
out
you know
entail?
what? Including yourself.
What's the difference between kissing and making out?
Tongues touching.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like,
tongue?
Like
Yeah.
a French kiss.
there has to
haven't
be
made out
some,
with a dude
some
on
dance
camera?
in there.
I gave it some tongue.
Made out with not Tom.
Tom
Tom
Booker.
Booker.
Tom
Yeah,
Booker,
yeah.
yeah.
Jeff, would
how's
I get a
that?
raise if I chose
fun.
you?
Well, there is one right answer.
Hey, now you'll get some kind of raise.
Hey!
That's a wise tongue.
All right,
as well.
Jack, just because of that.
Hey!
You just got yourself a reverse raise.
That's,
Oh,
Just,
That's me and Bernie in that.
I wonder what that guy.
And there's another one in that same post.
Yeah,
There
there's
it is.
Gus and Matt.
and there's Geoff behind Gus too,
Yeah.
looking like he's 12.
Fucking
Gus looks so different. Like if you watch the,
You know, we used to call Gus. I
still has
hadn't
hope
thought about this
in
for
that
years
picture.
because he's grown into his body. But we used to call Gus Head because he was just a head.
It was.
And I forgot about it until you see that photo and you're like, oh yeah, that's why we did it. 'Cause he's like a fucking a
walking
pencil
head.
with a head, a giant
and he's
head.
still skinny, but somehow he filled out
Yeah.
enough to where his head isn't the main focus.
I'm really psyched. I just realized this. People are posting their pictures of their tickets from the Fathom events, like when they bought their
that's
tickets
great.
for Let's Play Live.
Make sure your credit card information isn't on it.
Yeah,
I
but no.
assume it's not.
But they're posting their tickets, and I realize it's rated R. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes me excited. I'm excited about the thing we're gonna do, the pre-thing we're gonna do for it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be very, very cool.
special
I'm kind
We're all
of
just
disappointed we
fucking-
didn't get NC-17.
We could do it. We could have gore. Is that what gets it?
No, I think you have
Or
to.
shagging.
Or you just gotta let Greg Miller take his shirt off.
I was going to say, is
true.
Greg's
There
in
were
New
so
York,
many
right?
people were so scared in Chicago.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
people like, once they get in,
Yeah.
it's like a $50,000 fine.
Yeah, yeah,
if
we should-
there's
so-
any nudity, please.
so
this was- that
And
was my-
everybody, people talk. Maybe 30 people talked to Greg at different points.
That was my favorite thing. Is we
should-
went and
okay,
had dinner.
We should say, okay, so the Chicago theater, they had some stipulations. It's a very historic theater, and like
Yeah.
one of the stipulations was no nudity, male, female, no nudity, no
partial nudity,
shirts off,
nothing.
like that. And so that when they were like, if you do that, we will fine you. And it was like, okay, they were very, very serious about this, and so.
Well, yeah, we were at dinner the night before, and it was Bethany and a bunch of folks that were there, and she was telling us all that stuff about what the theater would allow and would not allow, and that was the question was, so did anybody bother to tell Greg Miller? And she came to a hard stop at that moment. We were in the middle of dinner, just all movement ceased. And she thought about it and realized that that was a conversation that she was actually going to have with an
He
adult
must
human.
have heard it. But I mean, I didn't. I wasn't at risk of taking my shirt off, and I heard it about 10 times.
Yeah.
Don't take your shirt off. So he must have heard it like 50 times.
Yeah.
I learned that Bruce, Bethany, and Rachel have terrible taste in pizza. They got like the vegan no cheese.
yeah.
I mean, it was basically just.
Did they
some
find
Ryan
cheese
and
in
I-
the sauce and freak out?
Ryan and I were embarrassed to be at lunch with him at the table.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Like they all had some sort of weird dietary restriction that was annoying, and Ryan and I were just like, "We'll just take a pizza."
I can't take
Whatever's
one untouched air.
Whatever's easy on you.
What was their issues?
Oh God.
What were their issues?
There's one of them was I think
Like
couldn't have dairy.
Rachel will die if she eats a pepperoni or
Something
something.
like that, yeah, like
Bruce
that.
can have gluten, but apparently he couldn't have gluten before it was cool not to have gluten. It's a big
Right.
deal to him. And then the other one, Bethany, she's like a level 7 vegan, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's like at least
got
they
the
have.
robe.
Maybe
Yeah.
she can levitate.
what's that Simpsons joke? She can't eat anything that isn't pocket mulched.
At least they have reasons like allergies and stuff. It's so annoying to me when people don't like things. You know what I mean? Like when people get a
What
bunch
does
of
that
stuff
mean?
taken.
There's food you don't like. Come on.
I mean, but like when people are just
we're
like,
all
no, you
grown-ups,
gotta take
though.
that off, you gotta take that off, but
We're not children who have to eat
Yeah.
stuff that our parents tell us to. We can choose like what we want to eat. There's no point just.
But I mean, if you gotta like say to your like waiter or something like, all right, I want this, but take this off and don't put any of that.
Oh,
on.
I never
Put
do
this
that.
on the side.
Never
just-
want to inconvenience.
That's
I would-
ridiculous.
I would
No,
help.
yeah.
Just say.
No.
I don't
No.
want that shit.
Because you're
on
being
my
a fussy
food.
bastard, especially if there's other people you're making
A
it take.
fussy bus?
Yeah, no, fussy
Fussy
bastard.
Boston.
Fuzzy bus.
Ooh, you bastard.
Fuzzy bus. That's
Can we have a fussy
bus?
bus? Can we have a fussy bus shirt?
Fuzzy bus. Woo.
No
Come on,
onions.
in the fussy buses.
I'm driving the fussy bus to the fussy school.
Like,
I don't like
can't-
avocado, right? I can't stand avocado.
Yeah.
But I've learned when I order, and this is the only time I'll do it. Avocado and sour cream are the only two things I can't pick off because they're like
They get in
They
there.
get into shit.
they
like
really
guacamole.
mash it in.
And I'll say, could I I'll get fajitas, and I say, could I have the guacamole on the side, please? Because if I don't get it on the
Just
side,
say
Griffin's
no.
like,
Let me waste
Griffin's
it
like,
separately.
Griffin's like, you didn't think I wanted the fucking guacamole? You know I like
Right, that's
guacamole.
fair.
And I'm like, but you had guacamole in your deal, in your meal. And she's like, what? So there's a limit on how much guacamole? My wife's home, by the way.
Hey.
There's a limit on how much guacamole I can have, and it's like, no, I'm not saying you're fat. What? No.
I'm glad you're happy again. You look like you were on the brink of death the last time we did
I
it.
heard about that. That
It
was
was
funny.
6 weeks.
Yeah, what happened last podcast? Apparently, it was just like you being dour the whole time.
They asked me like what a day in the life of Geoff was like, and I told them.
It was Geoff like depressingly falling asleep to CNN every night alone.
on his laptop. He wasn't on TV. I like the idea, like you have a pillow and like your laptop's on your pillow, and that's like your Griffin surrogate. Yeah. So like you look over, like,
Don Lemon,
Anderson Cooper.
In terms of things going bad in fridges because you have them too long, I dealt with something last week because I went to the fish market at the AGB and bought a bunch of shit.
You were excited about having salmon.
Because I did have salmon but I bought a ton of shit. I bought salmon, I bought trout, I bought 2 pounds of mussels, and I bought some shrimp. So I went home and had a big mussel clam bake. I can tear through pounds of mussels in no time.
Good protein.
Love it. They're the best food ever.
Long
so
work,
then
but
I don't like the texture of
I
mussels.
totally forgot that I bought shrimp.
oh,
So, however long later, I'm looking in the fridge. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this shrimp, and I open it up, and the shrimp has like green all over it, and it's got this
Green.
really like ammonia-y smell. And I'm like, well,
Your
this
face
is.
looks like you're smelling it.
I'm
right
like,
now.
yeah, I could smell it. I'm like, this is not awesome. So I took it and I threw it into the trash barrel in the garage. But it was a Thursday.
Oh.
And the trash comes on Wednesdays. So
no.
this past week, when the trash people showed up, like a couple days into it, I went into my laundry room and I was changing, putting stuff in the dryer, and I was like, "What am I smelling? Like I smell something in my laundry room. It's because it's next to the garage, and the barrel's in there, and it's just festering."
So like your trash is indoors.
keep it in the
I
garage.
keep my barrels in my garage, and we don't park in there or anything, so we never go in the garage.
Oh.
And
I keep mine outside.
so I opened the door, and it was like I got punched in the face with bad shrimp. So I left it in my yard. Like I just left the shrimp there until it was trash day.
What you
And
do is
your
you
poor
freeze
neighbor.
it in your deep freezer.
That's what I was going
That's
to
what I
say.
should have done.
There was a time when I lived with Geoff
But-
in his studio where I was getting I was playing video games just alone, like I usually do. Got a whiff of something. I was like, did I leave something in the sink? It smells awful. I was like checking the disposal and stuff. There's
Yeah.
nothing. Opened the door to the studio, got blasted by like dead corpse stink. And I see Geoff in like rubber gloves and like a thing wrapped around his face. He's like hosing out his freezer where basically a cow died in there.
Yeah, I've probably told this story
It was like
before.
rotten meat.
Well, I had bought half a cow, and
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, I bought half a cow.
you were
with a
so
friend.
excited.
You were
about
very
that.
excited
And
about that.
then we had some construction at the house, and one of the construction guys unplugged our deep freezer to plug in a tool. Or no, he didn't unplug it, but like he tripped the breaker
Yeah.
that it was plugged into, and so it just sat there for like 3 weeks and turned into like meat soup.
I didn't know that.
350 pounds of meat. Yeah. And so
It was
I
like
went in
a
the
CSI
backyard,
crime
and I had
scene.
quit drinking. I hadn't had a drink in like 45 days, and I went into
actually-
my backyard.
I watched you walk away. You were like, you took a break and you came back with a 6-pack.
I walked away. I went, oh fuck, I got to deal with this. It was winter. It was freezing outside, so I pull the deep freezer out and I'm starting to bag it and stuff. And then, then I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I don't have the tools for this. So I just walked away and I came back and I just put down a 24-pack of beer and I drank 3 of them and then I just started working and I drank as much of that beer as I could.
You know those
To
shots
sanitize my brain.
in Saving Private Ryan where they're like storming Normandy, and there are some people who are like kind of amazed that they're alive and they're like wide-eyed and like, we'll look. It was like Geoff had that look in his eyes. He's like covered in cow blood with like trickling everywhere. He's just like,
God.
So what I
he
did
just
was
gave me that look of like, I don't know what.
I quintuple
It's
bagged
so
it.
bad.
I quintuple bagged it, and then I cleaned and sanitized the deep freezer, and then I threw that bag back in the deep freezer because it was a Sunday, and trash day is until Friday. And then I put it back together, and I froze the shit out of it.
I should have frozen
And
it.
then I threw it away.
But by the time I had realized that I should have frozen it, I didn't want it in my house anymore.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to bring it back in.
Things
just
had
to
gone
get it.
too far.
It was too bad. So now my barrel is still sitting in my yard filled with baking soda.
Did I ever tell you about when I was in the Turks and Caicos for a film festival, and they like took us out to like a local area, like all the reporters and stuff. They took us to a local area. We was this place where they serve seafood like right on the ocean, and then we all ordered. There's like 2 people behind the counter. We all ordered and stuff, and then the guy was like, okay, it'll be about 45 minutes. I was like, there's no one here. Okay. So we sat down, we were drinking beer, and we saw the guy who was in like behind the counter go out, get on a little rowboat, row out to the ocean, and like put on a snorkel and dove underwater and started grabbing like conchs and started throwing them in the boat. And then he came back and he took it,
awesome.
hammered it, pulled it out, and
That's
like
awesome.
yeah, it
That's
was
a
like
fresh oyster.
wow.
Conch is delicious.
Yeah, when it's
Conch is
cooked
awesome.
right. It
Yeah.
was
Because
like
you need
really,
to
really
eat
good.
oysters alive, right? Or like very nearly just
Sometimes
killed.
I've had fried
You could
oysters.
have like
Well,
baked.
you can fry them, but you should eat them alive.
Yeah.
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 It's weird how you eat an oyster. You just kind of like slurp it back and.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you want to see something funny? I got Millie to eat an oyster for the first time in San Francisco, and Billy Parks at
It was so alive.
Billy
It crawled back
Billy Parks
out.
at full screen took a photo of it. I was there for a Hello Lab thing. Let me see if I can find it. It's the funniest fucking photo.
But my friend, who is probably insane, he's a spear
All right.
fisherman. So like, dives in the ocean with the spear gun and just gets whatever he can. When I say that this buddy of mine is borderline insane, a great story about him one time is
Is he like Psycho Pete?
like Psycho Pete? Or are you talking? Oh, I was thinking a wrestler, Psycho Sid.
No, Psycho Pete from Always Sunny, the Pain Train.
Oh yeah, sorry. But
Michael would have
not
done
that bad.
Yeah.
He I worked since I was like 14, and so when I was like 17, I had a job at a pottery barn just in the stock
really?
room.
A pottery barn.
Yeah,
okay.
I just worked in the stock room, so they'd be like, we need this fucking pillow. And they'd be like, all right, and then like go grab it and like give it to him.
Some bitch customer wants a pillow.
Literally, I would just buy Sour Patch
But she
Kids.
wants it with no onions.
I'd buy Sour Patch Kids and a soda and climb up on the top shelf in the stock room and lay down in the pillows.
Why Sour Patch Kids?
Because they're delicious.
Geoff, you love them, right? Sour Patch Kids?
But so
That's a
my friend sent me a text message and he goes, hey, one of my buddies just got a new car. He got a new Ford Explorer and we're going to drive it up at this school. Like they have a big parking lot and we're just going to drive it around and stuff like that. If you want to come. I'm like, no, I'm working. I can't. About an hour later, I get a text message and it's a picture of the Ford Explorer upside down because he got in the driver's seat, at 3 people in the back, and then the guy who owned the car in the passenger seat. And he tried to do a reverse 180 where you're like backing up and then you spin it and then
Yeah.
throw it and drive
Like
and keep going like a J turn.
J-turn,
Yeah,
yeah.
J turn. Flip the whole thing straight up. It's like
SUVs aren't made to do that.
The day he got it, the day he got the new car, flipped it.
There's something funny about seeing like the before and the after without seeing how it happened. Like
Because
just
all
seeing
I
a
got
picture
was
of
a
the car
picture of the car upside
Yeah,
down.
it's
I
like,
had it for so
what?
long. I was like, you gotta be
There we go. There's the picture of Millie eating an oyster.
What you think?
Oh, I thought we could. Oh, she was fucking horrified.
Didn't she eat brain one time?
Yeah, she thought I thought it would go for the audience.
Where were you? Where were you there?
We were in San Francisco.
Ah, that looks like a nice place.
I mean, the audience saw that.
It was awesome.
Put it up.
You're
So
watching right
Michael
now.
is desperately trying to stay focused on me, so he's zooming in.
Everyone loves how your legs don't touch the floor.
Yeah,
I
he's
just-
keeping his feet up so he can move.
Yeah, I put him
And
on.
then
I put him
there
on
goes
top
the
of the
focus,
thing.
and then there the feet up in the air.
He landed hard on his neck.
Oh,
And then I just started reading. I was like, I gotta finish this PC list. There's a lot of games here.
It was a great clip.
It was bright out there too.
man.
It didn't come across.
When are we gonna record after lunch?
I don't know. What are we going
Guys,
to record after lunch?
can I please not stream? I want to record.
Don't-
videos.
That's not up to us.
Yeah.
Talk to your boss.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell Meek I'm sick.
We started.
I hope she's not watching this.
Yeah.
I got some good bits.
Just got a huge wake up call there because I opened Mika on Slack and I wrote, "Ooh, I'm sick" or something like that, but I didn't leave a space between "I'm" and "sick," and when I hit space and it auto-corrected, it turned into, ooh, I suck.
Have you sent that to her?
No, I didn't send it yet.
You go to the doctor, dummy.
I'll go next week. It's not gonna get any
Mika's not
more
watching
broken.
the thing.
She's not watching the thing.
She
Can
said,
I reply?
She said,
Can I-
oh shit,
can I-
really?
can I-
There's literally nothing you can do about it.
Let me
period.
reply.
Can we?
Be like,
can
I have
somebody
stream
contact
minus.
Steffi and make sure that there's lunch? I'm getting hungry.
Gavin is
The
going to
second
send a
we get
message
off
to
this,
Mika
I
right
want
now
food.
saying, I can't wait for the Bioshock stream, and I hope we do it tomorrow.
Well, I'll run to Best Buy and get us some new
that.
HD
No, the
S's or
second.
whatever.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Let's even get them there.
Jesus Christ, Gavin.
We're gonna.
Poor Mika.
What'd you do?
He's making her think I'm in.
Oh no.
Gavin wrote, I'm getting an MRI, and then in space, on my dick hole. Her response is, Jeremy, you're on off topic.
Getting him around
Wait,
my
I
dick
got
hole.
the
I like
Mika's
the
not
idea.
taking
I
any
like,
of your shit.
You get like a CAT scan where you just put your dick into the big circle and you sit there. Okay, don't move.
Got her.
Oh, we should talk about theater.
Hey guys, remember that show we made called Theater Mode? Here's the trailer. Yeah, they weren't ready.
Talk about you, your dead fiance, or anything. Just Sasquatch.
Who owns this property?
Barrels and barrels of squinch.
That's clearly just a picture that they're using After Effects to do
Sure
shit
is.
with.
Couldn't afford it.
This must be the connection. The Nova Lab is the connection.
Oh, this is the lab?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how
Damn.
sterile it is.
You just throw it in a blue barrel.
Oh my God!
To age it.
Oh, huh! We
What'd you
almost
say?
missed it.
There's another picture.
No. Wait for it. Wait for it.
It's crew members, isn't it?
Nope. And Funhouse logo.
Oh, Jack! Damn it!
Okay.
Damn it, Jack.
We should film.
2016 is the year of I'm the only one in the office. Fuck all you guys.
You're always in the know. You're
Which
always over
office?
there.
I'm here like I go to the know 10 minutes out of a week.
You're on campus. You're not in the room.
You're not in the state.
That's
I
true.
know. I'm not saying I am. You're the one who's
I
like,
wanna
I'm
hear
always
it.
here. We're always
Yeah.
waiting on your
He's,
ass to finish
every
a
Wednesday
no
afternoon when he's,
Maybe we
he's sitting
should-
at his desk.
I'm waiting on you to come back from a fucking foreign land.
Dude, you got to travel.
It's good for the soul.
You gotta get those miles,
Listen,
man.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not.
Jeff's always gone.
Oh, that was dangerous.
It hit my hair.
Wow, that
What
could have
was-
gone
what
in his
did I do?
eye.
I didn't even pile
blade.
on. I could bitch about it. Well,
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm a worse.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Your worst nightmares here. Hey, Jeremy, your telephone. Oh man.
Jeremy, prop him up.
How's your dick? Mickey, come
Hold
on
him
up.
up. He's passed
The
out.
ambulance is on the
He
way,
was at a memorial
Jeremy.
and he's passed out.
How's your dick
The
feeling?
ambulance is on
He's
the
got
way.
pneumonia.
How's
He's
your
got
dick hole?
pneumonia.
We need to get the results from the
I
MRI.
literally just want to know if you're going to be on the stream or not.
Oh, you spilled beer all
God damn it.
What time is the stream?
Three.
Can I have paper towels for some reason?
For some reason, I can think of a reason.
Because if not, I'll change the thumbnail.
He has
But
a
if so-
They're under the
urethral.
dog.
Gavin, I watched you type
hemorrhage.
it. I watched you type it.
Ooh, she was watching. We
I was
didn't think she
watching
was.
it. I was watching it.
We were really banking that you weren't.
Somehow that wasn't me.
Oh, whoops.
Are you
part of it.
living in Michael's house when
There you
he's
go.
not there?
I am.
Is it weird?
A little.
It's
What do
jewelry.
you
Have you
like?
jacked off in his bedroom?
How many times have you jacked
I
off
don't
since
know.
Michael's been gone?
Twice.
All right.
Can I tell you guys something I
Never
did
take
yesterday?
it off.
What, you jacked off where?
What about that
I didn't jack
one?
off anywhere, but I came into our office.
Yeah.
I had a.
Phrasing.
Like, I was in the room, and Trevor and
Like Pinterest?
Jeremy were there. It was like at 5 or so, and I had to go do an interview, actually about Let's Play Live, and I had to go do an interview about Let's Play Live and the Fathom thing. And I came back in the room about 5:20 to get my headphones, and nobody was in the room, and the lights were off, so I turned the lights on, and I realized nobody was there, so I just took my dick out.
No, you didn't.
Did you really?
You didn't.
I was
Someone's
like,
in the support room. There's a window that goes right through.
I was just like,
curtains are closed,
I don't think
it's
my
fine.
dick's ever been out in this room. I didn't do anything with it. I just went like, all right, it's out, and then I put it back in and I left.
Did you slap it on the desk?
No, I thought about rubbing on something of Gavin's and then telling him, I put my dick on something of yours, but you don't know what. But then I decided not to do it.
Buy a load of that
You-
sanitizing.
I didn't. I
spray.
didn't put my dick didn't touch anything.
I've got a super
when Dan
embarrassing
It
put
touched
story.
the air. We breathe that.
Well, I mean, everyone breathes dick every day.
Yeah.
It's true.
fair.
It's a great point. Everyone breathes dick every day. T-shirt.
That's my favorite kid
Some
book.
of us more than others.
Super
Everyone
embarrassing
breathes
story.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been with Kat for 10 years now.
Has she ever
Okay.
breathed in your dick, eh?
This is, and
She saw you naked for the first time
last
last
week was the first time she walked in on me while I was having alone time.
Was it embarrassing?
Oh, so embarrassing. I,
Were you like this?
yeah, it was one of the fumble things. And
You're
then,
like putting your dick
and
back
then
in?
she, she looked at me like she was kind of trying to think what was happening. And I just literally went, you got me. Damn it, I went for so long.
Was she mad at you?
No. She just went, all right, well,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna,
do
she was
girls
like,
off the hook
she
for that
literally
night,
went, I'm gonna go play Bioshock then.
Would a girl get mad at that?
I get,
not
some
like you're
girls
cheating.
get very defensive about that, I feel like.
I mean, I feel like it's like, I'm here. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Like
Yeah,
that.
like
What's the
if
most
I'm
you
gonna-
jacked off in a single day?
Not many times. Maybe like 2.
Really?
5 or 6.
What about you, Jeff? Jeff, I feel like you got a high number.
How many times? What's the most? I bet I've jacked off 10 times in a day.
That's impressive.
You must have
Wow.
been a lot
Like
younger.
younger, in my 20s, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Andy?
impressive.
You have more stamina. I said about 5 or 6 probably.
Ryan?
What's
I
the
don't think I could have possibly ever topped 4.
what's
Michaela?
the long?
5. Why do you know my full name?
Is that not your name?
Michael.
That's not that weird,
I'd
really.
say like 4 or 5.
What's the
I'll be honest, I
longest
didn't know that.
you've
That just blew my mind.
gone without jacking off?
Oh,
It was after my testicular surgery.
Oh.
It was about 10 weeks probably.
that's
And your penis just does it for you in the end.
I can beat it.
It erupted from.
Seriously?
Army?
I didn't jack off in the army one time for 4 months.
Oh.
Because you couldn't?
Because I was in Kuwait with 10,000 other people.
And
You couldn't just go into the bushes and not go
There's no
out?
bushes, it's a fucking desert.
There's a bush in Kuwait.
bury yourself and jack off.
I mean, at the
No,
end of
you're
that,
never alone.
At that point, did you just like touch your dick and just like came?
I feel
it was
like they
well,
probably used you to breach
I'm gonna
a
be honest
door.
with you, dude.
You just felt a breeze.
Kuwait was such an unsexy place that it really didn't go up a lot.
Dude,
No offense to the country.
It
of Kuwait.
ruined the mood.
the first time you went after that, it must have blown you backwards. Look, you couldn't just dig a hole
On that note,
in the sand.
I think we should probably wrap this up.
Really, Jack? You didn't call it there.
Yeah, let's eat some food. It'll be here in 3 hours.
Thank you.